I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen, you bitch. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my clique. I need a 30 for 30. What it is, folks? We're back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on some. I got my brothers here with me as usual. Tim G. Jacob, what it is, man?
Man, just all work, man. Back ready to talk this talk, man. That's about it.
Already. JoJo, Hot Take Joe.
What's happening, man?
What it is, dog?
My new name, JoJo, used to be a dancer.
Hey, he ain't playing America. I used to be up in them clubs with that man. Now he used to be on it. All right, but we ain't gonna waste no time. But before we get into it, though, I got to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Statement Tees. Statement Tees. Every T-shirt you wear makes a statement, and you see the statement I'm making right now. Still missing that boy, Bean. Long live Bean. As another basketball season approaches, gotta rep that boy Bean.
Yep.
And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get to another Laker, the current king of Laker land, LeBron James. Pretty much LeBron, whenever he opens his mouth, he makes news. But he's made a lot of news recently. I guess it's a fairly new podcast. I didn't even know this podcast existed until LeBron just did this episode. But a podcast called Road Tripping. Got Bron, homie on there, Richard Jefferson.
They underground.
Channing Frye. And so he made some big statements on there, bro. It looked like they were trying. They must have been on YouTube and seen our shit, man. But they were on there, goddamn. Bro was on there drinking some tequila tea. He was on there throwing back a few, and they got him a little loose.
My God.
Bro was a little loose and was saying some things. You know what I'm saying? America, if you haven't seen the interview, there were three big things that we took away from it. Three big things. One was Bron basically saying that he was shocked that the Clippers let it slip away against the Nuggets because, as he put it, they were very close to getting what they had been talking all that shit about all year long. And Bron said they were talking shit. That's how Bron put it. Another thing was Bron said that with the GOAT talking all that kind of stuff. Y'all know if you watched The Shop, you saw that he did declare himself the GOAT, but he has kind of, at least publicly, taken a step back from saying that. But he said without a doubt, he feels that he was on the two hardest championships in all of NBA history in terms of the 2016 title, where they beat the 73-9 Golden State Warriors coming back from 3-1. And of course, this latest championship due to being in the bubble, you know what I'm saying, dealing with COVID and everything like that. And the last one is what really got a lot of people talking, the Kyrie statements. Seemed like Kyrie left the Cavs, and we think, oh, it's a lot of smoke. Then Kyrie calls Bron and apologizes, and we think all the smoke is gone. Then now it's back again. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know, man, what was the biggest thing to you? What really stood out to y'all from this interview? JoJo, we'll start with you because we know JoJo slick think Bron the GOAT.
I just said if he wins 7, he the GOAT.
Oh, y'all see that?
If he wins 7, he the GOAT.
Lord have mercy. Go ahead, man.
All right. So about the Clippers. They have been talking about it all year. Let's see. They were at a preseason game where you had the Lakers and the Clippers both there at the Staples Center. And I don't know if you remember, but Pat Bev and Lou Will came up there by Bron and AD. Well, Lou Will shook both of their hands. Pat Bev walked past Bron, then shake his hand. So we all know that it seemed like Pat Bev got smoked with Bron. You know what I mean? But this is what y'all have been wanting. Now, Bron did say excluding PG and Kawhi. So he was basically really talking about Pat Bev and who was his teammate now, Trez. And, you know, Lou Will don't really do no talking like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got two women to please. He ain't got much time to be. What?
So Trez, but I think Trez, like they said, Trez just one of those loyal guys. If my guy talking noise, I'm gonna be with him. You know what I mean? But look, they failed. They didn't make it. They didn't get any better. for this season coming up. So that's my thoughts on the Clippers. They choked. Let's see. Let's go with the Kyrie. Kyrie be tripping, man. Let me tell you something. Kyrie already feels he has like one of the highest IQs in the world. And
Yeah, that's them
if you
Dukes.
believe that the world is flat, I'm almost inclined to believe you. Okay? But this is what I'm gonna say. Kyrie, come on. You said you got somebody on your team now that's clutch. That's what you were saying. Now you've just played with somebody who many regards as the second best player in the world or the best player in the world. Whichever one you stand on, that's fine. You know they're gonna think you took a shot at him. Like that's who you taking a shot at. So my thing is, Kyrie, you throw all these different shots. Listen, you're a shooting point guard. We understand it. You don't have to take shots with your wrist and your mouth. Okay, it's not necessary. Now, from what I could see, Bron has only talked glowingly in public about Kyrie. Now, if Bron was doing some shady stuff behind the scenes, I think Kyrie should say something. Because right now, Kyrie just looks like a jealous idiot. Point blank, period. Jealous idiot. Now, to the two toughest championships. Gotta say, Bron tripping. What I
This
will
is
say,
news.
what I will say,
Oh.
he probably do have. It could be argued they have the two most memorable championships because everybody is going to remember the bubble
Okay.
due to COVID. Everybody is going to remember coming back from 3-1. So I'm not going to say the toughest, but I am going to say possibly the two most memorable championships.
The one from this year, definitely, I gotta say that's gonna be memorable. The one from 2016, I personally can't say it's memorable because I was
Why?
at a R. Kelly concert with my wife. I did not get a chance to watch a single second of the game.
Listening to the Pied Piper.
That son bitch didn't even come out, T, until the shit was over. He had us just
Wait,
my
so he
hotel was literally down the street. I could have stayed in my hotel room, watched the whole game,
right?
and still came and got my seat. I had floor seats, great seats.
Wait a minute. How much money you pay for them tickets?
Great money.
So he ain't
Great
even put the game on a big screen
That
for
motherfucker
y'all.
didn't give a damn. Now, when he started performing, he had drones and all kind of shit. But in terms of the game, no. I just had to kind of peep the reaction of some folks in the arena who phone was working. So I missed all that legendary shit. But I gotta go back and catch it on YouTube. I'm still pissed about that. See what you got, man.
When it comes to the Clippers, you might be shocked by what I'm about to say, but I need to know how much of the Clippers paying rent for staying in the Staples Center. How much is the rent to be there till they get the farm in built and they gonna move to the farm? How much rent are the Clippers paying? Because they just basement dwellers right now, in my mind. To let Denver do what they did, and then all this stuff I hear Paul George talking about, we might get in that. We'll get in that later. I don't even want to talk about Paul George right now. Clippers just need to pay rent right now when it comes to them Clippers. They talked all that yang. They just need to pay rent. It's like when you hit what is it? Go on Monopoly.
Right.
What is it? And you got to pay whatever it is. I didn't play it in so long, but once you land on that spot, you need to pay. You landed on a Coles L served by Shannon Sharp.
That's boardwalk, T.
Boardwalk. Pay. Just pay. Now, when it comes to Kyrie, I don't even know why Bron dressing Kyrie. Why he hurt by that dude? What Kyrie done since he left? So why he hurt by him? Why he hurt by them comments? At the end of the day, I mean, I know Bron. I understand Bron is publicly to the people, whatever. He's a good dude. He got the school. He got all the stuff, you know. Skip tried to cap on TV talking about, well, Bron was cussing and all this stuff, and he's got this school that he's running. Man, Bron being Bron. He talking like we talking right now.
Yeah, he ain't the principal.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Okay, but My thing is, why are you addressing him? Why are you even hurt by Kyrie? Has Kyrie ever hurt you? Financially, on the floor, anything? He hasn't. LeBron's been successful without Kyrie. Right now, today, he's the champ. So why he addressed him? That was the part I understand. He hurt, and he gave the dude nothing but credit, and he wanted to see him be this and be that, and and then you remember back, it was the whole little brother thing. I think Kyrie didn't like that.
He called him a kid the whole time in the interview.
And the kid, okay, all that. And to be honest with you, I could understand why Kyrie might have a problem with that. Okay. But at the end of the day, though, Kyrie is like, Kyrie just ain't there, man. He ain't that guy. I told you before, Kyrie is the kid that does not play well with others.
Yeah, you did say
and
that.
I'm going to keep saying that. So it's just what it is. So on that topic, I don't even know why Bron addressed it. I understand he hurt. Get through it. Get past it. Go win another title if you can. Whatever. He's like, it's not even worth talking about when it comes to Kyrie. Now, them hardest championship stuff, I don't know about all that. That bubble stuff, I get it. Yeah, Bron was away from his family, but so was a lot of other people. It was hard for everybody. So, all right, I get it. It seemed like it was tough because it was out of your element. You had to figure it out. And truly, a lot of people doubted that y'all would. I said that Portland would beat y'all. I said that. I put that on wax. I didn't like the way the Lakers were playing. I put it on wax. Portland was going to beat them boys. That's how I felt about the situation. Okay, I'm standing here today. I'm wrong.
That's all Winwood.
But it's all right.
You gonna get your boy?
I heard him. I heard that guy. So, but the whole hardest championship thing. Now, I may give him a little bit of credit for 3-1 over Golden State. Maybe. I would say that's probably one of the more difficult ones because you're beating a team that literally in a lot of people's the projection that they were on was they were gonna be the greatest team of all time. Now that's paused. So I can maybe give him some credit to that one. And of course, like Joe said, it was a memorable finals. But that's probably the only one. The 2021, whatever. I mean, go play ball, go do this thing. So, but that's what I take from
it. And that's why I am with it. When you look at the bubble situation, I feel like everybody was in the same situation. You know what I'm saying? Like if he had to deal with something that another team didn't, like if AD went down. Like in that interview, he did point out he thought AD was finna be out.
When he turned that ankle.
Yeah, and he said that AD was really playing through a foot injury in the first place. Say that he'll be in the room with AD and they'll be in there playing mad and everything. He'll watching AD get his treatment and his foot will be like blue and black and stuff. But AD in the past, we know in New Orleans, AD had situations like that, he ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that peer pressure of Bron presence, like, okay, this man here is known for durability, in this load management era, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to those playoffs, Bron ain't missing no game in the playoffs. So AD kind of felt like pressure to play. But LeBron said he thought AD was finna be out.
Right.
And they said you could see it on his face. So let's say AD went down and we still won the title. Or let's say AD gets hurt and is banged up, kind of like Pippen was in 98. And then we still, able to win. I can see it then. But other than that, everybody was away from home. Everybody was dealing with not being able to go out unless you Lou Will.
And only one man got wings out of that deal.
That boy Lou Will say, I got to go see them things. I need to go see something shake real quick.
Chicken and thighs.
He came back slow too.
Chicken and thighs.
But, he should have stayed.
Let's look at that one in 2016 though, man. And I be telling Bobby Lee about this. He don't like to hear this, but I think the Cavs should have won that series anyway. Looking at it, I know the Warriors was 73-9, but in the playoffs, if you put their playoff record in there, It wasn't all that. They damn near lost. They had to come back for 3-1 in the previous series.
Against OKC.
If Roberson ass could hit a goddamn corner three, and if Russ let KD do what he need to do, get his man the ball, and let this man do what he need to do, they beat Golden State.
Okay, wait, hold on. Now, KD choked too now.
KD didn't do. All right, boom. I ain't gonna make no excuse for him. I ain't gonna make no excuse.
Cause I'm saying down the stretch, KD got some shots that he was missing.
No, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna make no excuse for him.
Gotcha.
But I always thought that in OKC, it was too often that the shot distribution was too close for me.
Oh, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It was almost like, and their offensive talent is not that close. Like it shouldn't even be that close. It should have been like a Jordan Pippen shot distribution.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Russ mindset ain't like that. And KD ain't like that as a leader I love Russ. I don't want to disrespect him.
Voice his opinion.
Let's say that. Because I was about to say son Russ.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say it. But voice his opinion to Russ and let him know, give me the ball. And that head coach wasn't like that. That man was not like that.
Russ listen though.
That's my point. Yeah.
Russ don't ever listen. I ain't never heard Russ just said, all right, you got it tonight.
You gonna have to be.
I can't even remember. I can't remember their roster, but they were gonna have to put somebody else in there to run point.
I know Roberson couldn't hit shit. He was butt ass nigga.
Yeah,
I know that. And I know Clay went ignorant in Game 6. Like the Warriors, damn near got put out. So then when I look at Cavs versus Warriors, I say LeBron James best player on the floor. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I know Steph was unanimous MVP. I don't give a fuck. Steph Curry ain't never been better than LeBron James, people. Never. Even in them 2 seasons. Steph Curry has never been a better basketball player than LeBron James. Y'all can come at me all the fuck you want with the threes. You can come at me with he averaged 30. You can come at me with he led the league in steals. I don't give a fuck. I know that when I'm watching the Warriors play in the playoffs, the offense is seeking out Steph Curry. And that's another thing that Bron said in the interview. You can see it with your eyes, but these guys on the podcast telling you. He said on that game-winning shot that Kyrie made, he told Ty Lue to give him the ball and that they wanted him to have the ball because he had Steph on him. They were always trying to find ways to get Clay off of Kyrie and get Steph on him. You see what I'm saying? So when I look at it like that, Bron the best player on the floor. And then when you go to the next best player on the floor, I would say Steph. But then there are some that would say Kyrie. I'm going to say Steph, though. Okay? But then the next best player on the floor, who you got? Because then some would say Kyrie over Clay.
Some would say Kyrie.
You know,
during that time, probably so.
Yeah, I think most would.
The way he was playing,
yeah. Okay, then you get down to against Clay.
On Clay.
All right. But then you get down to Draymond and Kevin Love. Some people would say it's depending on what you want. You know, okay, Draymond will give you that defense, but Kevin Love can give you shooting that Draymond might not be able to give you. You know,
I would have to go Dre though.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you like defense. Some folks might want that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't as set in stone like that. When it's more, it was more equal than you think. And then LeBron being the best, I think the Cavs they should not have even been down 3-1.
I do agree with that.
They should just beat their ass. That's the way I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting. Now with the Kyrie stuff, I can understand why he a little pissed about that. I can kind of understand that because I see Michael Jordan be pissed about shit from goddamn 70s.
25 years ago.
And that some bitch still pissed about shit from high school. But do y'all think he was saying that Kyrie was saying Bron ain't clutch? Or was he saying Bron can't make a shot like that? Like a jump shot from the perimeter for the win?
Well, I mean,
don't
wouldn't
know.
that still kind of come down to being clutch though?
But he can't make that. He can't. He not good at those kind of shots.
Which shot are we talking about?
That
So
is bro-
okay, let me ask this: when you say make it, are we talking about like a certain? If he took this shot 10 times, a certain percentage of the 10,
yeah, okay.
because he done made the shot now.
Now
He
I'm
shot it
talking
against Orlando.
I'm talking about more likely than not is Braun making the shot that Mike made in '97 over Russell and '98 over Russell.
I mean, but no, he's not. But
Like
that's not his game.
That's what I'm saying, and I think that's
Yeah.
what Kyrie was saying. I think I'm speculating now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he just said make that shot. I took it as KD is wet from the perimeter, like I'm wet from the perimeter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't take it as overall clutch. Because Braun, I saw Braun make a layup for a game winner.
Yeah.
Like my only game winner in my high school career was a fucking layup, and I don't even count it like that. It's like not even dramatic. It's not sexy. I just laid it up. You know what I'm saying?
So I have a question. Has KD been in position to shoot that kind of shot and make it?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of no legendary game winners from KD. But
we're kind of basing it off because we know he's an assassin when it comes to jump shots. We're kind of saying that if he got in that position, he should make that shot. Because right now we can't say that he would because he hasn't shown it.
Now folks will argue now them shots he made against Brun now.
But that's still with time left.
Well, the Kyrie shot was with time left. The Kyrie shot had
how much time?
Like 2 minutes.
I can't quite remember. So about 2 minutes.
Yeah, like
so
like me not watching that game, just hearing people talk about it.
Yeah.
I thought the block and that shot happened like with 30 seconds left. Then when I went back, I have seen the clips. I said, "What the fuck? Everybody's so hyped. These motherfuckers." I didn't even know, just hearing people talk about it, that the Golden State Warriors got another possession.
And Curry shot that air ball.
Steph had a chance to win it, but couldn't get around Kevin Love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
But people want to call the Kyrie shot the greatest shot ever. It wasn't even like game. You know?
Right.
I mean, it was a nice one-on-one play. He had Steph. He knew it was time to take that shot because he had Steph on him, and he took that shot. And when he released it, I said, it's in. It's going in. When he set up Steph for that shot, I said, it's going in because you know he's going to take it.
Now, they couldn't score before that, it seemed like, right? That's what Brown said.
Yeah, they did struggle for a little.
Both teams couldn't score.
Yeah. Now, so you might be right, though, because if that's the case, if we talk about clutch, Braun had to go to the line and make 2 free throws. I can't remember whether it was to increase the lead or to
in that
go
game?
up. Yeah. Within those last 2 minutes. Because you remember that's when he almost dunked on Draymond.
Yeah, I saw that clip. Okay, yeah. So I don't know. Kyrie would have to get on another one of these podcasts and it kind of expound on that. Because people are gonna go back and forth. They need to have that sit down.
Doesn't it look like that he always taking? It seems to be like he's taking little shots.
Kyrie don't need to
at
talk.
LeBron though.
And I'm glad you said that. That's why I think that Bron hurt by it, because it doesn't stop Bron's money, doesn't stop what Bron doing in LA, but shots or any criticism from your teammate about your play hurts Bron's GOAT resume.
And you know what? He did say that because he said whatever a player says, once the media pick it up and they continue to say that, it's almost like, oh, that's true.
But Bron's got his own resources to go speak out on his own about whatever's going on and give it to you from his brand of media, what he's got on his.
But that's true. But if he does that, then people say it's what? Bron, you bigger than that. You don't even have to respond to that. So it's almost he can't win. If he don't respond, it must be true. If he do respond, he shouldn't respond.
All I'm saying is this: if Kyrie Irving is talking, don't buy into it.
Now, I will say, I think he's trying to help that podcast too, by the way.
But now, but if I'm in a GOAT argument again with a Bron stand,
right?
that statement, it helps me. Like I would use that.
That's
like,
true.
You know what I'm saying? Bron knows that's hurting his brand if somebody says some shit like that, because you ain't finna find other Michael Jordan teammates to say nothing like that.
And it wasn't Matthew Dellavedova that said it. It was
That's true.
Kyrie.
I'll say it like this. Dave Chappelle said it best. I'm a victim blamer. If Kyrie say,
get your shit together.
Kyrie say LeBron
get
didn't
your shit together.
Say, well, what were you doing at the time? That's the whole point I'm making. The kid that can't play well with others.
America. IG Entertainment.
Kyrie Irving
does not endorse those statements.
I endorse
by Tim G. Jacob, even though he's co-owner of IG Entertainment.
I endorse.
You sound like Shaq mad at Papa John's owner for keep talking.
Go. Subscribe to our daddy's YouTube channel. He's the best. Hit the like button, turn on the notifications.